Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast, the Model Citizen Podcast. I'm your host,
like
Michaela
models.
McGrady. Yeah,
We're
literally looking less like models every time we jump on here.
Michaela and I were just giggling because we were just talking about all of our like cystic acne that's just been popping up recently, and I was telling her that the star patches is like my go-to now. I just had it on overnight and then I had it on during the day and it worked wonderfully. And Michaela uses something called, is it Clean and Clear? Wait, what is it?
Yeah, it's the Clean and Clear Persagel.
Well, yeah. Right now your lips look juicy as heck from the pimple. I have to say, right. It's kind of fierce.
I do. I have a pimple, you guys. Then it's right on like the edge of my lip, my bottom lip. So it's making my lips look like a little bit fuller. Without the lipstick, it doesn't look good. It looks very much like a big pimple. Wearing? The lipstick is actually, it's a liner. And it is, I just got it. It's the Lifter liner from Maybelline in, you would actually love this one.
I was going to say, it's very good.
It's in Line Leader.
I need to get it. It's
very your tea.
It is very my tea, and it's very good.
Tea. This is almost like a Pillow Talk
dupe.
And so you want the Pillow Talk vibe. Yeah, it's like a little bit of like a, I'd say this air is a little more purple than, which color. I like. Yeah, I like things that skew slightly more purple. Also,
just, hey, you like gingham?
Is she having a gingham moment or what's going on? Looking like an absolute picnic basket.
Kayla's wearing a gingham shirt with a gingham water bottle. Absolutely.
I told you, dude, I'm stepping into my girly era and I've leapt and I have dove.
And I'm stepping into my.
You look like a tennis player. You look like a tennis player. Yeah. I'm like the girl who's like, I'm like putting a bow in my hair. I'm like, is this girly?
You're like a baby who's not ready to wear bows yet, but they have like so much bows. Right. It's just like it's just like your girl. It's like she's a girl. You know,
this is a girl. She's wearing pink. This is a girl.
It's like, literally when the babies have 3 hairs. It's like, it's a girl, everyone. I'm giggling though because I was laughing so much at this weekend. Michaela and I were going back and forth, giving each other like skincare recommendations, and I was just like, not us giving each other skincare recommendations when we both have like the worst skin of our lives that we've ever had in like the past 10 years. Us being like, oh, go get the road barrier cream, and me being like, I just bought stuff from Dew.
Right, you're like you should try that. Literally, we couldn't have had worse skin the past few days. Giving each other, we had no business giving each other any skincare advice. No. Because I haven't gotten to the bottom fully of what's going on here, but we're just, I don't know, you guys. I'm like, so this weekend for me was such a flop. Like this was my flop weekend, honestly, on so many levels. You know this. I woke up like Saturday morning and I was just ready to fight. Like I was.
Are you gonna be able to tell the crowd what happened?
The story?
Or no? Is that too incriminating?
With my neighbor? With the neighbor? Yeah, of course I'm gonna tell it. That's the crescendo of my entire weekend conversation that I'm about to have. So this weekend, you guys, I started my period and I was like in a fucking mood. Like sometimes my period comes on and I'm like, it's fine. Like it's all good. Like I'm just like, I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like in my winter era right now. You know how good it's like, they say like, this is your inner winter. This is your inner fall. Sometimes I'm like that. And then sometimes I'm like, I am in the pits of hell. I'm not just in the pits of hell. I am the pits of hell. Like I am Satan herself. I am Satan reincarnate. Like I am on the warpath, and like God forbid a kind-hearted, sweet Puerto Rican man get in my way. Because
and we were both on that warpath, and that really happens where we're both. It's usually one or the other, and we can kind of lift each other up where we fall flat. And this was one of those weekends where it was just like, bro, this person just fucking emailed me. Like, are you
literally
kidding
we were
me?
yes-anding each other's like aggression all weekend.
Yeah.
I was in one of those moods, like Hunter just said, where I was getting pissed that people were responding to my emails that I sent them. I was just like, leave me alone, dude. Like, leave me alone. They're responding to the emails that I have sent them that on a normal day, I would be annoyed that they didn't respond. But this weekend, I was like, how fucking dare you respond to me? How?
Even you were texting me and I was like, how dare you?
How dare? No.
How
you're like, this has gone
you?
too far. This has
like,
gone
I was
too
just like,
far.
This is it. Like, put a nail in me because I'm done.
Right.
Okay.
Put a nail in her because she's done. I was just listing off all of my complaints for the weekend, basically.
Yeah. And same. And I'm not on my period. I just had a weekend. A weekend.
Yeah.
But you had a weekend that included the what do they call it? The 5-0, the fuzz.
The fuzz. Yeah, I did. You guys, I had to call the cops this weekend. So
did we ever really quickly, did we ever tell about how you had talked to this guy last weekend?
No.
About the light situation? And now you're round 2 with the cops?
I don't know if we did, but I'll touch on it real quick. Basically, the head of the HOA, or so we thought, the head of the HOA lives in our neighborhood, and he is an idiot. You guys know this. Like, I've gone head to head with him many times. He's the bane of my existence. Like, he is my number one op in this world. Like, I cannot stand this man. He decided, because he's fucking brilliant, that he wanted to put new lights over by the community pool. Now, the community pool is right next to us, and the only thing that separates us is a very small parking lot area, like a very, very small little lot for parking. And he decided he was going to put in a brand spanking new halogen fucking light for security purposes that just so happens to shine directly into our bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
So at nighttime, I walk into the bathroom and I am quite literally blinded. Like blinded beyond.
It reminded me of one of those lights that football fields use.
That's exactly what it is. It's the kind of light that is so bright. And it's because it's like using like less energy, but somehow is brighter than any kind of like full on energy
like
sucking.
I said, the light before you die.
The light before you die. Yes, that's the one when they're saying walk to the light. Yes. It's that light. So I'm obviously pissed. We message him, whatever, we're dealing with it. Now this weekend, okay, this fucking weekend, I can't sleep one night. And I'm absolutely tossing and turning, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Finally, I think it's like 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay, now I'm getting to sleep. And I've been hearing this dog barking through my AirPods, by the way. I can hear the dog bark through my noise cancel AirPods, you guys. So come on now. I take my AirPods off. I'm hearing the dog barking. I'm like, that's so crazy for this dog to be barking right now. We really don't have dogs in the neighborhood that bark all night. Like they'll have a moment, maybe they're outside, maybe they're in the backyard real quick, but we have coyotes in our neighborhood. So barking and having your dog outside barking is just like not good. Like it's very much frowned upon here, whatever. So I'm up, I'm pissed. I go to the bathroom. I see a big ass, huge fucking fat spider in there. I wake Martin up because I'm like, I can't. It wasn't a fear thing. And of course, my toilet decided to plug in that moment. So I had to reach for the toilet. I had to reach for the plunger to get the plunger so that I could unplunge it. And so I could get the spider and toss him in the toilet, right? Because I'm not going to do that when it's not plunged. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, you don't want to put the spider in and then plunge over the spider's little
right. Like
body.
That's just fucking, that's so rude, right? That's just terrible. Right. And so I'm also like half asleep. This dog's fucking barking so loud. And I'm just like, okay. I wake Martin up. I'm like, I need you to help me with the spider because I literally can't. Because the spider had like crawled in underneath the sink area. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Because there's some things where I'm like, I will fucking take this thing out. In that moment, I had enough. I am on day 1.5 of my period in agonizing pain. That was the other thing that kept me up. Because you know how it is, ladies. When you're like having your cramps, you can't sleep, whatever. So I wake him up. He comes up. I'm like, do you hear the dog barking? And he's like, yeah, actually I do. And I'm like, what's going So the dog keeps barking. And then he finally is like, I'm going to go see what's going on. Like, I'm going to go see whose dog it is, where the dog is. So he goes out. He knows he finds the dog. We know the dog. We know where this dog lives. It's that guy's dog. Okay. It's the HOA guy's dog.
He walked around the neighborhood.
Who?
Martin.
It's right next door. He's right over here. The only thing separating us is like, where the garages are, and then there's like a lane you can drive up. He's on the other side of that. Okay. And then we have a whole unit basically. It's very close. Like the dog is literally right over there. So Martin walks over there. We had a feeling because we know this dog's bark at this point. Okay. Because this guy leaves his dog outside a lot. So Martin goes, he sends me.
So rude. Where is it to even leave?
Literally. So before Martin went out to go look, he was like, it fucking better not be that dog, because we feel bad for that dog all the time. Yeah. And so he sends me a video and he's like, it's insert dog's name. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? What the fuck? So that dog barks all night long. I wake up finally in the morning after, I don't know, I absolutely took like ZQuil, melatonin. I was like, I have to knock myself out. I finally come to. The dog is still fucking barking. This is like 8 a.m. So from about 10 to about 8 a.m., this dog has been consistently barking like nonstop.
Which usually means one of two things.
The guy died, or the dog has just been like left outside, which you can't do either. It's bad. Right. And so I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Like, what do we do? So I look it up on chat, and chat's like, you can call the non-emergency line and you can report it and have them do like a wellness check. Do I care about this guy? Not as much as I care about the dog, obviously. I just,
like, I more so care about me getting sleep.
I mostly care about me getting sleep. So I call them. The sheriff calls me back because they're like, well, we'll send someone out and we'll give your number to the sheriff so that they can call you and tell you what the tea is.
The way that it's like, just tells you the kind of neighborhood that they're like, well, we're going to get to go ahead and take care of this.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So they roll out. I see the sheriff car pull up, and I'm like, okay, good. Like, finally, like the mom and dad are here. Like the adults have arrived. Like, finally. And guys, it's just so tough because it's like, okay, so the sheriff calls me after doing like whatever they consider to be a wellness check, and they're like, do you know like anything about this guy? Like, and I'm like, well, this is his name. This is where he works. This is my understanding of what the situation is. And they're like, okay, well, no one's there. So, we were going to bust down the door just to make sure, but it really doesn't look, they were straight up like, we're going to bust down the door, because if a dog is barking outside for all night long, that's a pretty good indication that like something could have happened to the owner.
Absolutely.
So they were like, we were going to do like a forced entry, but it doesn't seem like anyone's there at all. Like, we've looked in all the windows and all the doors and everything, and we just don't see anyone in there. So finally the sheriff is like, calls me, tells me all of this, asking me stuff like, what do you know this person? They are like, okay, cool, thank you for giving us this information. They hang up. It's probably 10 minutes. She calls me back and she's like, okay, so we were able to find the old person, who's the name I gave them, who used to live there. Okay. That is not the guy's name. That is the person who lived there before, who worked at the same place that this guy works, though. So that's weird. They both work for the HOA. Very weird. She said that he told her that he was out of town. And the way that she was able to corroborate this is because she was able to track down his license plate, and they were able to find where he was in the state.
Is what I want to know. I was thinking about that last night because you told me, you were like, oh, they saw him driving this way northbound. And I was like, how?
They were able to track down his license.
Scanners that are
that is how
we can go and scan like who's been through the tolls or whatever or something.
Not even tolls. I don't know how they do it. You guys, if you have someone who's like in the police force and you can shed some light, they were able to track down where his car was. She was like, yeah, well, he's driving northbound right now. She was telling me all of his tea too. I was like, am I allowed to know all of it?
Not only that, she was also like texted you, and I'm kind of fierce to have the sheriff's
very fierce. You guys, very fierce, because she was texting me when she couldn't call me. She was so I'm here texting the sheriff of our town. Just
you're like
she and I
cab stuff. You're like
literally. No. Yeah, deleting all my ACAB. I'm like, you know what? Listen, they can't all be bad. There's some bad apples in there, but the bunch can't all be ruined by a couple of bad apples, that whole thing. But I literally was just like, okay, what is also she's just telling me all this tea about him, and she was like, yeah, I talked to one of your neighbors and she was saying this about him, and I was like, okay, we're having a full
like you found out this guy's like real name, which
I found out his real name. I found out that he does work for the HOA. I found out that the guy whose name we thought he was used to live there and now doesn't live there, because she called that guy and the guy was like, I don't live there anymore. I need to also say before I forget, we did find out that this guy was having a dog sitter come and take the dog out twice a day and feed the dog and stuff. I think he just left the back door open for the dog to like go in and out. Not any better, because this is not, and she even said this, the sheriff was like, I told him it was so rude for him to leave the back door open for his dog to bark all night long. If your dog is super silent and never is like a barker, fine, leave your door open. But if you know you have a yappy dog, which he knows he has a yappy dog, because the only reason we know the dog's name is because he's always yelling at the dog to shut up. He's always like, rah, like says the dog's name. Right. So she was telling me all this tea, by the way, the sheriff. She's like, yeah, I told him it was so rude. I was like, you better work, girl. Like, you better tell his ass. Yeah. So what's your theory about what the situation is?
So I think it's all fishy as hell, just based off of the name that you told me what was his name. I'm like, that's not a real name. It might as well be John Doe. Like literally.
It's very, Hunter said it's like Dr. Seuss name.
It is very like, I think it's a Dr. Seuss character's name. I'm not even kidding. There's a book about him.
It's John Lorax.
I know, but like adjacent to Lorax characters. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that this guy's doing some shady shit. I think that it is the guy who lived there.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of weird that they both are in the HOA. Yeah. How can they both, unless the HOA is a situation where it's kind of like a co-op, because Brian was part of his co-op when we lived in Brooklyn, when he bought his apartment, and they transferred that co-op title to the people who bought our apartment in Brooklyn. So unless it's like you can transfer title, I don't know. I don't think it is sketchy as hell, and just the way that this guy moves.
He moves really fucking weird, you guys. And the other thing that the sheriff was saying that was so funny is she was like, yeah, I talked to one of your neighbors who mentioned that she saw him last yesterday at the community pool counting how many people were at the pool. And the sheriff literally said, and I find that ironic, that he cares so much about how many people are at the pool, but not what's going on with his own dog. And I was like, period.
Period, queen. You want to go to Lazy Dog Cafe and
Dude,
get some drinks?
Do you want to go to Lazy Dog? Do you want to go
to the Cheesecake Factory and get a margarita, girly?
Girl, do you want to go to Tarantula Brewing Company and have a fucking key? Like, because why are you my best friend?
No, literally.
You and she would, like, we would, no, I did. And like, we were just, she was like, that's weird. And I wrote back, I'm like, that's suspicious. Like, both of us on this case, like, just two brain cells.
I literally
it was so funny.
So much.
It was
and
so
you guys
funny.
have had a lot of cop activity going on there. Like
we
you guys
have
another
it's so
neighbor.
Weird.
It's so
weird, you guys. Because if you knew anything about like our town, I mean, it's not a secret where I live as far as like the towns and stuff, but like it is one of the safest, most like non-eventful areas of all time. It just
like
is,
people
like,
report like turtle crossings, and we're not joking.
Literally, people are like, my tortoise got out, and then it's a whole town hoopla to get the tortoise back. It's like that's the kind of shit that's getting announced here.
Right.
So the fact that there's like multiple police activity going on our street, and it's always like pretty innocuous. Like it's not gang and it's not drug and it's nothing like that. It's just like, mostly it's alcohol behavior, I think is really
alcohol
what it
behavior,
is.
sketchy behavior, HOA behavior.
Yeah, it's HOA behavior.
That pipeline honestly makes sense. I also remember when I lived in Manhattan, I had like one of those apps too. It was kind of like a next door it was like Nixle or something. I don't even remember. And it would just have alerts. And the way that I had to turn that off within like 2 weeks of living there, because I was like,
Absolutely.
oh, this is gang related. This is going
Mm-hmm.
off all day long, literally 24/7. Like, it's
Absolutely.
insane. It's why I'm always
Isn't it the
shook.
Citizen app? Wasn't that the
Citizen.
Citizen app? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had it too when we lived in the valley, and it was like going off 24/7. And
I was just
that's
like,
when I got that.
Jesus.
That's when I got the notification that was like, there's a man down my street with a machete. It said
Yeah.
man wielding machete. And that's when I turned to Martin. I
And it's
said,
like point
we should
0.1
get out
miles
of here.
away.
We should
Yeah.
move somewhere else. I draw the line at machete. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
I
literally.
draw
And
the
the
line
thing
at
is,
machete. I draw the line at flamethrower. I draw the line at Uzis. Like, that's
flamethrower
kind
is
of
just a
where.
fun time.
Right. But I feel
That's
like, and
just a
that's
gay old
fine.
time.
That's a gay old time. That's a time and a half. It's not for time for me though.
Yeah, that's how I was just like, oh God, living in this city. I literally, it would be like 0.2 miles away, like stab, and you're just like, okay,
No, and
God.
I think also when you are people like us who get involved, it's like,
Yeah.
it's more stressful. If you can just go about your business and not be involved in what's going on in your area, I wonder if that makes you much more relaxed if shit's going down. But when
Well,
you feel responsible for what's
yeah.
happening around you, like how we do in our neighborhoods, it's
Well, I
like,
also just think that women do in general, because here's the thing.
yeah,
Like you were
we
saying,
do.
you were like, I want to start a group chat with the women in my neighborhood, which is what I have. And we're like
Mm,
neighborhood watch. It's me and like 22 women who, like, for instance, not too long ago, I don't remember if I told it on the pod, but there was that guy who was drunk and fell asleep at the wheel, but he had put his car in park, and he just
mm,
parked in the middle of the road, and he fell asleep on his horn. And so the horn was cranking off for like probably 40 minutes. And then we were
mhm.
all just like, what's going on? Like, who's brave enough to go out? Everyone's husbands were sleeping, of course,
Of
sleeping through it.
course. Yeah.
And finally, one of them went out and like checked him and called the police and stuff. And he ended up just being like a drunk. He like they like did the DUI test or whatever. But it was nice because we were all just like, oh, it was like a up to date. Oh yeah, looks like he's moving around a little bit. Looks like they're
Right.
giving him the test right now. Yeah, they're handcuffing him. Okay, yeah, we're gonna call
Right.
the tow
A
truck.
play
Like,
by play, right. In real
give
time.
it to some women to crack the codes,
They
honey.
say, they love to say that men are the protectors.
Mm,
No,
they're
I'm so sorry.
sleeping.
The men are asleep at the wheel, literally and
Literally.
figuratively, because
Literally.
there is nothing that is going to make you feel like you have a hedge of protection around you like a handful of women
No,
that are on
literally.
the case. They're on the
On the fucking
case.
case. Which is also why in my notes app, I think that the only requirement that you should have for being a project manager is to be a woman. And if
I
you are a
agree.
mom, you get an extra
Absolutely.
star. Because the thing is this,
Absolutely.
I'm redoing my kitchen right now,
Mhm.
and we of course like have a contractor. But if I'm not project managing him while he's project managing everyone else, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's the thing is that I can run the entire thing because I'm
Right.
like, this is a Monday. This is like, to
Right.
me, that should be the only requirement. There should be no testing, no schooling. Like, you don't need any of that. All I would need to hear is like, are you a woman? Great. Are you a mom? Fab. You're hired.
If you're a woman, great. If you're a mom, it'll get done probably quicker. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Either way,
Like,
it'll
if
get done.
it's going to get done for sure, and it's going to get it done in the best, most also aesthetic way. But if you're a mom, the busier the mom and the littler the kids, the quicker
Better.
that is going to get done.
Better.
The
Better.
less time she has, the quicker. Because she doesn't have time, by the way,
No.
to dick around.
No. It's
She
the same
has
way
to
how
get
like,
it done. She has to hit the other things on her to-do list. So she has to get the
yeah.
kitchen reno done for the day.
Yeah.
And then be
I
home in
literally
time to
had
feed the kids.
40 minutes in between like picking my kids up to go and pick out a marble slab for my kitchen counter. And I texted mom and she was like, oh wow, you already did it? And I was like, yeah, like this is the one I get. All I need to see is just look at it from the corner of my eye and go,
right. But to be
yep,
fair, you're also very decisive. And I think that helps a
yeah.
lot. because some people are very
I know.
indecisive,
our mom's
and
an
they have
interior
to
designer. It takes people like months to pick out a lighting fixture, and she's just like, come on, pick it out.
Well, also she's always like, it's crazy because 25, 30 years ago there weren't that many options. You had, here's your book, these are your options, pick pick fabric, pick your sconces, pick your tassels, and let's get it fucking moving, and pick this whatever color for your wall. Now it's like, with everyone's access to the internet, with everyone's access to Pinterest and everything, it's like, oh my God, the options. Options are fucking endless. And it's not cheap to do this stuff. So it's like, it's an expensive mistake if you fuck something up.
So I hope,
and I know that. I know that
turns out good.
Right. So, but yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Women are the best project managers.
And the best neighborhood watch.
And I think men take direction really well. That's one thing I will give to them. It's very rare I throw a bone to men, but I think that men are great at taking direction.
Yeah. Like, and they're not going
to, they want a leader. Usually. No, they want a leader. They kind of assume someone else knows the best way to do something. And women almost always do. They know the best, most effective, quickest, smartest, most like fair, whatever way to get things done. And men are like down to execute it. They're like,
so that's why
okay, cool, let's make it work.
Let's give it a shot at our government, huh? Yeah, speaking of dogs, I was having the same day that Michaela was having. And when we were on that like wavelength of having our very bad days, what is that? It's the book is like
the no good, very bad day, the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That was us.
That was just us. It's also Hudson when he gets upset. He'll just be like, "This is the worst day," and I'm just like,
"This is the worst day of all time." I'm love
just like,
you're
gonna have worse days, but that's.
If this you think this is your worst day, baby. Yep.
So I was having that very bad day, and we were also just like getting some construction work done in our house, and it was just like loud, and it was hot, and it was all the things, and I was just like, I need the kids to get out of the house. I need to get out of the house. Everyone was crying for me. It was just one of those days, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to go and load them in the car, whatever. So we had to park across the street. I'm walking across the street, loading my kids in the car in sandals, and I step in something that is so mushy and so warm. And I thought in that moment, please be mud. Please be mud. And I look down, and in between my little toesies, basically raw dogging,
little woesies,
a massive steaming pile of basically diarrhea dog shit. Okay. And I literally fell back, and my kids are with me. So it's like, okay, so you can either go absolutely nuts or teach them a lesson in how to take this situation.
Oh, that's so annoying. I would want to have nuts. The freedom. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I went absolutely nuts. I'm sorry. Right. I'm human. I literally just started breaking down. I was like, I can't. And so I called Brian. I was like, I need you to run across the street right now. My foot is covered in dog shit. Like, I need you to bring me Clorox and napkins and all the things. And luckily my kids were really like receptive of it. And they just were kind of just sitting there being like, Hudson kept going like, oh, that's so rude. That's so rude of them. And I was like, it is so rude.
It is so rude.
It is so rude.
He's honestly onto something.
He's onto something.
It's crazy a 5-year-old knows that is rude.
He's been here. Man,
he's been here, by the way, for 5 years. Yeah. Hudson's been on the planet for 5 years, and he knows.
Yeah, he knows. But the grown man who Brian saw earlier in the day, whose dog did it, didn't know. So I wrote a scathing message to our town's page.
Hunter, the local Karen, dude.
Dude, I literally was just like, Karen. I'm sorry. Like, I can't not to. Today wasn't the day for me to step in dog shit.
Right.
Tomorrow, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Not barefoot. Okay. In my beautifully, newly, freshly painted pedicure. French tip toes.
Right.
Some dog shit seeping in.
Okay?
Ew. It wasn't the day. And so I wrote a scathing message, and I literally attached the photo, and the moderator was like, the photo wasn't needed. And I was just like, okay, I'll delete it. But like, it's there for dramatic effect.
Well, it's there because it's like, you need to put yourself in this position. Just hearing about dog shit is not enough. You need to put yourself in my literal dog shit covered shoes and feet and understand the severity.
Put yourself in my dog shit covered Havaianas for 1 minute.
Right.
And know that.
And take this fucking seriously.
Take this seriously, dude. And so absolutely. If I didn't order a metal sign that I'm putting on my lawn that says pick up after your dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, I have half a mind to literally put it, like, order multiple of them and put them across all the grass. Because
why not? Why not? I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. I've never seen a pick up after your dog sign and been like, ugh, I want to remove that. Like,
I know, dude. I'm just like, if you're going to bring the dog, bring the bag, assholes.
Bring the bag, assholes. I also texted you and I was like, 2 more things pissing me off. Like, the whole weekend was just me and Hunter going back and forth. And I was just, and another thing, like, and opening the door back up and being, 1 more thing if I could.
Literally. The planets, I don't know what it was. Something was going on. Something was
mine was 100% hormonal. And the if we're going to talk about the stars and everything lining and disaligning, it was fully hormonal, and it was my uterus disaligned inside my body because it was aligning me to being crazy. It was like this way, and a perfect loop to crazy town in my brain. And just is what I was putting out. I texted Hunter, I was like, 2 more things that are absolutely driving me to insanity. The reminders on my phone kept popping up. Bro, I put those there, mind you.
I know.
Mind you, I put those there, and I was pissed at them for popping up to remind me about things.
It's the same way you wrote the email that you were pissed that someone replied to. I know.
How dare you respond to me? Don't respond to me to my email. The other thing was, our dryer beeps when it's done. It does a little like beep, 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 and then it waits for like 3 minutes, and then it goes beep, 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 and then 3 more minutes, and then by the 3rd time, bro.
No. Dude, that's offensive. It's like you're questioning my intelligence that I don't know that you're done. I can't hear you're done.
My ears, you're questioning
your auditory response.
It's almost like it's saying like, hello, I'm done. And I literally was like screaming. I was like, I heard you. Like, I was
we were going crazy.
The deep end, dude.
We were like,
not good.
Wasn't a beautiful sight is all I have to say. Okay.
We had lost our minds, and it was good for us to find them so that we could have this beautiful Monday day that we're having today.
Can I tell you what my in is for the week?
Yeah, absolutely.
May I, as we're 32 minutes into this episode?
We can pop our ins and outs whenever we want.
That's true. There's really no format, as you guys all know. My in is that I got an allegation that might surpass an Ozempic allegation. And that is that I got an AI bot allegation.
What? AI allegation, if I may?
If I may. I got an AI bot allegation.
Tip your hat, milady. You got an AI allegation. Yeah. Who said that you're AI? Who thinks that you're AI?
Some guy said, okay, AI bot. And I was like, LOL, I'm not an AI bot. And he was like, yeah, right, you're AI. And I was just like
on a video of yours?
Fierce, or on a video of mine. No, on a video of mine.
I know that's fucking right.
Fierce, dude. That's kind of the allegation that I'm here to get.
I would love an AI allegation. We actually got one recently on one of our videos.
Oh my God, we got one recently on our video too.
Yeah, people are starting to say that we're AI. And to that I say, maybe.
We tip our hat.
We tip our hat to you, babes.
Are we not? I don't know.
I wanted to ask you, when you... Okay, wait. So that's your in.
That's my in.
What's your out?
My out is that I learned last night that Metro cards, like, Metro, like New York City cards, are basically extinct. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah.
That's how long it's been since I've ridden the subway. People are just tapping their phones and then walking through now. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? And Brian's like, I haven't had a Metro card in like 5 years. And I was like, what? Yeah. Bro, people are taking their Metro cards, if they still have them, or find them and framing them because they're going to be something like in that manner that it's so like, oh, we used to have to use Metro cards, which is the way I felt about the other day. I threw away my COVID vaccine thing, and then I looked in the trash and I was like, I should probably keep that for my like kids and kids one day, because it's going to be so crazy that it's like, oh my God, the whole world shut down. Yeah, this is my card that I had to get.
I would never ever consider throwing that out. That's so crazy that you threw out. That is in my passport thing.
Oh, I mean, I threw it out and then I took it back and I was like, no, I should probably keep that.
Yeah, I feel like that is sort of like, you know how people got the polio shot, and so when they were like back when polio was such a thing, and then they got the vaccination and they had the scar from it.
Yeah, my nanny has one.
Okay, yeah. So like that is like the same thing. It's like,
yeah,
a time in history.
Yeah,
it's a time in history. It's actually interesting. There's that show Outlander. It's a time traveling show, obviously, and one of the ways that the main girl is able to find out that another woman is also a time traveler, because this whole time you don't think that she is, you don't know that she is, they don't know each other are, but the only way she sees her polio vaccine shot scar, and she's like, that wasn't around at this time by a long shot. So and that's how she's able to decipher that she is also like a time traveler or whatever.
That's so interesting.
Really cool. I love that kind of shit. But yeah, that is really interesting. Well, the only reason that I know that the Metro cards are out is because in England and in like when we were in Barcelona, no one has them. So you have to download all the apps for it. So it's like
crazy to me.
I think like they still sort of offer them for tourists, but like no one local was using them for sure. Like you just use your phone. You just tap your phone.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
But then I think about the guy that I sold Dad's surfboard to a couple weekends ago, who had a flip phone.
Yeah, like what would he do?
What would he do? And what do we do for those types of people? You know,
really
like,
interesting.
I guess he could just still use his Metro card. I mean, I'm sure you can still use them, right?
Yeah, I guess so, since it's like a chip technology. But it's like we're probably going to get to a place where like there's times where I just won't even bring my wallet. I'm like, I just need my phone and my keys.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, my ID, but like I don't need my card anymore because everything is Apple Pay.
Right. So is that your out, that people aren't using their Metro cards anymore?
Yeah, and like that, like to me, that's like so sad. I'm like, oh my God, that's like the end of an era. Like, yeah, just like and also just finding out, I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, babe, like they're like extinct now. People don't use them.
That is crazy. Also, you're a boomer. You're giving boomer.
I know.
Like truly and honestly.
I know.
So funny. I actually couldn't even like think about an in or an out for this week. The only thing I can think of is my current in is this moisturizer. And I know this is so funny because we both have bad skin right now, but I've been using this for like the past 5 days. This is the Cetaphil Skin Redness. If you have redness,
really,
this. Okay.
I thought you were going to say the Rhode.
I do like that, but that doesn't help with redness. I think that helps with like balancing and also like hydration, which is fine. And I do love that, but I have been really struggling with like redness. Like I've been struggling with redness around, I look back at our footage a lot, you guys, because like obviously I edit the podcast and the videos and stuff. And I just feel like I have so much redness like around my nose and like certain areas.
Like, be dry in there.
I do. I'm always dry. So anyway, the Cetaphil Night Moisturizer Skin Redness.
Okay.
Show it to and then also the Sicca Pear by Dr. Jart. And we've all probably seen this and heard about this.
Always a good one for redness.
This is so good for daytime, and it has an SPF 35 sunscreen.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
They
just fucking slap, okay? And then honestly, like my out is just unfortunately gonna have to still be the weather. I can't, you guys. It's 83 right now, and I just like can't.
83 is not even that bad.
I mean 93, sorry. It's 93.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah. And I just really can't. Like I'm not having fun. I have to do a photo shoot this week, and I'm kind of dreading it.
You gotta do it.
I mean, I'm going to do it, but it's just I'm just like in the heat. I'm just like, bro, I don't know how anyone's doing anything.
I'm just like dreading my photo shoot.
Just like dreading my little photo shoot. But you know what I mean? Like, because this is we have to shoot in the photographer's loft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's probably no like central AC. It's probably.
I think she does have central AC, but it's
really?
like it's never going to be cold enough. She has this beautiful, like, huge window that is like so perfect for shooting, because then she has like a big, obviously, a seamless behind her, or that you shoot, and it's so perfect for lighting. But it is like, I just know it's gonna be hot as fuck in there. I know, but I've been taking my glycopyrrolate or whatever for the last 2 days. Yeah, glycopyrrolate. So I'm hoping that I can at least not be sweaty for.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you do morning and night. You're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be great.
Yeah. So we're gonna figure it out.
One last thing before I let you go.
Okay. I have one more thing too. Sorry, but go ahead.
I want to know your thoughts on this, because I had to literally fact check this to make sure that this was a real thing. And my original thought was kind of like, oh my God. And then my second thought was kind of like, let me think about this.
Okay.
So ASU, I don't know if you heard about this, is now offering a influencer major, so you can get a degree as an influencer. So it has introduced a new Bachelor of Arts in Content Creation through its Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. And the program basically it teaches you how to be an influencer, and how it says, let's see, students can choose classes from podcasting to on-camera presence, social media foundations, photography, videography, editing, vocal delivery, and interpersonal influence. And the curriculum culminates into a capstone project where students are expected to grow a real audience. So instead of simply submitting a paper, students have to select a platform such as TikTok or YouTube, and then they develop a content strategy, publish original work through the semester, and demonstrate measurable audience growth. By graduation, students are expected to have an established platform with followers and engagement metrics that they can show potential employees or sponsors. So the degree does still require like academic rigor in like bachelor programs and stuff, but at first I was like, God, this is such just like a fucking like wild thing to read. And then I was like, well, it kind of makes sense. Like, it's the day, but then also I'm like that we're living in, but then I'm also kind of like, this is just wild. But then I'm also like, I don't know how to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Right. Is it taught by Professor Alex Earl? That's what I want to know.
Let's hope so, dude.
Let's hope so, dude. That's what I want to know. I want to know who's teaching it.
Yeah, I want to know who's teaching it too.
That's my biggest question.
It would have to be somebody who, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna learn from a teacher who's like, what? I want to see your audience.
That's what I'm saying. That is, I think, is actually going to be the crux for me, because there is definitely the saying of, if you can't do something, you teach it. There's like that whole saying about that. But I also do think
this is so specific, though.
This is so specific. And I think that if you're going to be teaching and expecting other people to grow audiences, unless it's kind of like, but does a teacher fucking care? Maybe they just know how to do it, but they're just like, I really don't want to have an audience. I just know marketing and all of that. But I do think, like, I would want someone who has proven that they can do it all of this, and that they are all of that, to be teaching it. You know what I mean?
I'm just imagining some like, first of all, that degree is going to be the most popular degree to get.
For sure.
Number one. Number two, just the kids being like, Mom, I really want to go to ASU to get a degree in influencing.
Oh, like, we are living truly in the weirdest timeline. Professor Caitlin Covington is going to be doing this semester.
I mean, literally love.
That's what I would need to see. I would need to see for it to just be.
We would need to see like an Alex Earl, Caitlin Covington. We would need to see the top dogs.
Annabella,
Tezza, Noor. Like, that's who I would say. I would be like, yeah, this is legit. Like, I would, for sure. Dude, I would be signing up for the class.
Look, the proof is going to be in the pudding. Like, if you're able to actually grow an audience, that's great. Because the thing about it is, it's so measurable. It's right there.
It's
in black and white.
Yeah,
your numbers are right there. So,
yeah, watch this space.
Watch this space. I do think it's like kind of going to be interesting to see people who like maybe don't do that well at it, or they don't understand what it takes now to grow an audience and how much work it actually is.
It's really hard to grow an audience now.
It is so tough to grow an audience. Like I feel bad for anyone who's like just going into the influencer world right now.
You also just have to have like an edge. Like it's like, oh, what can I do that's different? You know what I mean? It's like,
and you have to feed the algorithm constantly. You have to be posting constantly.
It's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. It is
absolutely 100%. I wanted to ask you real quick before we go. When you tell Brian that you're going to take a shower, do you say, I'm not going to wash my hair though? Do you ever specify that? Or does it not matter?
No, I'll specify.
Isn't that so funny that we do that?
Yeah, I don't know why though. Also,
because it's a time thing. We're saying I'm just doing a body shower, so that's a 5-minute shower versus like a hair wash shower usually means the full everything shower for the most part.
That's so
right?
True. It's also funny that when you're a parent, you go, "Can I take a shower?" Like you literally ask them.
That is true. You guys do ask each other. You're like, "Can I take a shower?" Like real quick. You kind of have to though, because it's like, can you watch the kids real quick?
Yeah.
Like,
can you be with the kids and be present with them for the next like hour while I like do like an everything shower? Or if it's like, hey, can I take a body shower, quickie?
Right. You know. Well, because I said it to Martin the other night. I was like, I'm gonna take a quick shower. I'm not gonna wash my, because I think we had something to like we were gonna watch something or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm not gonna wash my hair though. And it's like that's like so like
But then I know that's 5 minutes.
Right.
That's not.
I need him to know. He probably wouldn't even know the difference if I took a full 40-minute or a 5-minute. Like that he's just gonna be on his phone. He's gonna be playing his games. Like he's zoned out. He doesn't care. He's down for whatever. But me, I have to be like, but I'm not washing my hair.
Yeah.
So I need you to react accordingly. That we're going to have lots of time now.
Right. So be prepared in only 5 minutes.
I'm going to become, my happy ass is going to come down here, bone dry hair. That also means that I'm not going to need the time to blow dry it. So we have even more time for stuff.
It's crazy now that you're blonde.
I do, but I just don't
let it rip.
I hate the feeling of wet hair. That's really what it comes from.
I slept in my hair last night wet, and now look at me.
I think it looks beautiful. I also think that my hair gets very oily when I don't blow dry it, when I just let it dry. I don't like the feeling of this part of my hair feeling oily.
Oh my God. Yeah, I hate
this part of my hair feeling oily, which I feel like is what you're always going to get if you put your hair up in a bun.
We never talk about how we're always just picking at our head, huh?
Yeah.
Like it's like, aren't we all kind of just like picking at our head, like our scalp? I'm sorry if this is
there's a lot going on up there.
You, then I just like don't know. Like there's just so much. Like I'll just pick.
But also like we can't really see what's going on up there. Like guys can kind of like do this and they can see. I'm just like always sort of like, what is happening?
What is happening? What's the shape on this head of mine?
Right. Like what's happening behind my head is not really any of my business. But like my scalp.
In the front dome. Yeah.
Because like sometimes do you ever just like pick out and you're just like, okay.
Dude, sometimes I'll literally
a flake.
No, literally it's a flake. Or I'll literally pick like a hair that just feels weird and I'll just take it out. I'm just like, I don't know, that one.
Tell me you have plenty of hair to spare without telling me. Like
that's terrible.
It's so funny when I see people that are like, oh, like you know, they're like so careful with how they brush their hair and they take such good care of it. And it's like every strand counts. Meanwhile, I'm taking a fork to my hair, like whatever is closest to me.
You asked me the other day. Yeah. You were like, "How much hair do you lose in the shower?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I would say about half a handful every time.
Yeah,
you too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, because I was reading, so I think because my hair is longer now, so
like I just ran my hair. I just literally went like this and pulled out, and hair came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You lose between 50 to 100 strands a day on average. That's on average.
What?
Yes, and that's, by the way.
Well, again, then no wonder people are being careful about washing their hair or brushing their hair.
I know. I thought that was so crazy, but I think because my hair's long now, it's like it's easier to get it tangled. It's easier to like. It's just more stuff is going on, so I'm noticing my hair coming out more. I think, and so I'm like, am I losing my hair or do I just have really long hair now? What's going on? So I needed to check in with you and see.
Yeah. I would say half a handful.
My fucking hair is everywhere. Is your guys' hair literally fucking everywhere? My hair is just like everywhere I turn.
What happens inside my drain is none of my business.
But mine is like hanging off everything. Like it was
yours
hanging
is,
off.
Dude. It's in my bathtub still. Literally, you'll be gone for weeks and weeks, and I'll be like, there's a hair. Well, especially when you had red hair, I'll be like, there's another red hair, like everywhere.
There's a hair in your butt. Like one of my hairs is going to show up in one of your cracks. Like that's just.
At any given time, I'll have some
one
hair
of my hair
in my butt.
Always. Oh my God. All right, guys. We love y'all so much. If you have not joined the Patreon yet, what are you doing? Literally, why do you hate us? Why do you hate us? Join the Patreon. It's $5 a month. You get 2 extra episodes. You get video. It's a fun time over there. And we just love you guys so much. And thank you so much for listening. And we will be back next week with another episode. Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you. So please leave a rating and review and follow us on socials for all the behind the scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Michaela McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye, guys.